Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having an incredible day or night in Jesus. We're in our journey through the book of Proverbs. What a wonderful, wonderful book. One of my favorites. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 26. And he's just going to start off with some practical instructions. So much of the book of Proverbs is profound, but practical as well. So thanks for being here. Do check out our other videos, including on this series, Journey Through Proverbs. We started Proverbs 1 through 1, and we're working our way verse by verse. My very favorite way to do Bible study, but I know there's other ways too. So verse 26, every man shall kiss his lips that giveth a right answer. This goes back to ancient traditions and all of this, but gives a right answer. Yes, they're celebrating is what that's talking about. 24:27 says, prepare thy work without and make it fit for thyself in the field. That means just don't get to the field and say, what am I going to do? Prepare before you get to work. Very valuable advice. And afterwards, build thine house. Go to work and then build your house. Don't try to build your house when you don't have a steady job, a steady source of income. A lot of practicality in verse 27. So give right answers, prepare your work without, make it fit for yourself before you get to work, and then afterwards build your house. Verse 28, again, just practical things. Be not a witness against thy neighbor without cause. Like, don't gossip. Don't be a backbiter. And deceive not with thy lips. Well, I didn't lie. I just misled. Deceive not. That's one thing when you're reading about Jesus, God in flesh. How many red letter words are there? There's like 31,428 or something. I may be off on that. I've actually read a couple different numbers about that. But that's one thing Jesus didn't do. He didn't deceive. He was the way, the truth, and the life. Deceive not with thy lips. Verse 29, say not, I will do so to him as he hath done to me. Revenge, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Romans 12. I will render to the man according to his work. Don't say that. I'm going to get him back. Just give it to Jesus. Let God. God sees everything. God's going to repay. And man, you just need to pray that person repents before God starts repaying. Verse 31, verse 30, I went by the field of the slothful, the lazy, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. Just didn't know what the purpose of life was. Just tried to kind of live through life, didn't understand what it was all about. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns and nettles had covered the face thereof, kind of weeds. And the stone wall thereof was broken down. So he didn't tend to his garden. He just didn't keep up with stuff. He was lazy. Then I saw and considered it well. I thought about it. And that's one of the things Solomon does in the book of Proverbs, you know. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, like a slothful person. Consider, think. And considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction. So you can look at what bad people are doing and not receive instruction to do bad, but receive instruction to do good, because the sinner's bringing destruction upon themselves. In this case, the lazy, sloth. I looked upon it and received instruction. This is some of the most valuable lessons we should be teaching our children. This should be taught in schools. Verse 33, yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. You sleep a little, you slumber, you get deep sleep a little, folding of the hands to sleep, you take naps. So shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth. So he's saying, you know, as he says in another place in Proverbs, love not sleep. So he's saying, just don't be lazy, man. Have some initiative about you. And so shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth. So people that are on the go, not people go on the go making money, but people that just love to travel and things. Now, I'm not talking about independently wealthy people. I mean, they're just wasting their money. So shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth. How many people in the United States are destitute because they want to go all the time? I mean, that's just amazing. And thy want or your lack is an armed man. Now, the armed man could be like a highwayman, a robber, something like that. And of course, they usually don't come out very well financially. There's some rare exceptions in history, Bugsy Malone and these type people. But as an armed man, they're just not making any money. All right, so chapter 25 of Proverbs, and we kind of have a shift here. Very much overused word in modern Christianity, shift. I feel a shift. These are also Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah, copied out. Now, Hezekiah is living somewhere around 250 years or so after Solomon, somewhere in that neighborhood, depends on which chronology you use. And but they found more Proverbs of Solomon. And so then they copied it out. That's very big on the subject of inspiration of the Holy Scripture. It is the glory of God to conceal a thing, like, microbes and stuff like that. It's the glory of God to conceal a thing. But the honor of kings is to search out a matter. So, that's just fantastic. We're kings and priests, and this is scientists that gave us the modern world. They said they're thinking God's thoughts after him. It's the honor of kings to search out a matter. The glory of God to conceal a thing. And that he even spoke in parables when he was here in flesh. The heaven for height and the earth for depth, and the heart of kings is unsearchable. Wow. So the divine right of kings and all this, but God, he puts up one, sets down another. Promotion cometh not from the east, west, or the south. Isn't that Psalm 75, verses 6 and 7, somewhere in that neighborhood? And the heart of kings, just so unsearchable, because God's directing their heart. And yes, they have free will, not predestination, but God is guiding their heart, just like Pharaoh. I tell you what, we're going to stop there. But God bless you. Check out our other videos. Join us daily. We'll see you later. Fall in love with the Word. Bye-bye.